Next, we got another CD. I believe it's in the C-bin. Yep, right on top actually. We got this Green Day Uno CD. I believe this is one of their more modern CD. Every time I see CDs from like Green Day, every time I see CDs from like Green Day, Sum 41, Blink 182, that kind of era of punk, pop, rock, whatever you want to call it. Whenever I see those kinds of CDs at the thrift stores, I always pick them up because they're very cheap and they often sell really quickly. I paid 50 cents for this, and this sold for $8.88 on eBay. Next, we got something in the F-bin, and it's right on top over here. I've sold this in the past. So, when I first saw this at the thrift store again, I knew I should pick it up and resell it again, and I was right. We got the Dictionary of Symbols, but in French. Basically, talks about symbol languages, or I don't know. But yeah, I paid $1 or $2 for this, and this sold for $15.99 on eBay. If you ever see this in the wild, pick it up. And we also sold something from the one bin, a PC game. It's right over here. This used to come in the General Mills cereal boxes in the early 2000s. Right here it says General Mills. But basically, they would include a computer game in the cereal boxes, and they were pretty fun, to be honest. If you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably heard or played this game before. We got Freddy Fish, Case of the Stolen Couch Shell, whatever. But yeah, this was super fun when I was a kid. I paid 25 cents for this at the thrift store like a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago actually. And this finally sold for $7.25 on eBay. Next, we got something in the K-bin, and I listed this a couple of weeks ago, so I'm glad it already sold. But we have this iPod Universal dock. Basically, let me show you guys real quick. Alright, so basically it comes with this little dock over here. You put your old iPhones or iPods on here, and it comes with a bunch of docks for different generations. I paid, I believe, like $4 or $5 for this, and this sold for $35 on Facebook Marketplace. Next, we got something in the G-bin. The G unit bin. There it is. We got Tom Cruise Vanilla Sky on DVD. Never seen this movie, but I've heard about it. I think it's that Kanye song where he goes. But we got Vanilla Sky movie DVD. I have this in my inventory for a while, so I got an offer of $5 on eBay, and I simply accepted it. And I believe I got this for free, so still a little bit of profit over here. We also sold something in the C-bin. There's a bunch of CDs here, and I already see it. We got this Blink 182 Enema of the State CD. Sold this like 3-4 times in the past. Every time I see this for very cheap in a thrift store, I always pick it up. And I believe I sold this for a good $5 on eBay. Next item sold is in the e-bin, and couldn't find it, so that's why the bin's a bit opened up, and I spotted it right here on top. But we got Halloween VHS tape, and it's the original movie on VHS tape, which is pretty rare. Like, you can't find this in regular stores. But yeah, I paid 25 cents for this, and this sold for $12 on eBay. Next, we got something in the C-bin. Try to get this out of here. There you go. Yep, it's right there actually. Right underneath this wooden thing. We got this Pokemon Chilling Reign binder portfolio for cards. This sold for a good $9.99 on eBay. Next, we got something in the G-bin, and oh, it's right over here actually. We got this Korean CD by Exodus, I believe. Not really familiar with this artist, but I knew this was gonna sell when I first spotted this in the thrift store. You open it up, here's the CD. Pretty cool format. You got a little booklet and like a couple of cards. Alright, next thing sold is gonna be in this little shoebox over here. These are all the trading cards I have for sale. Most of these are separated into lots, and they're slowly going away, which is pretty satisfying. This box used to be full, and slowly these are selling. Where is it? We sold a little lot of Eevee cards. Eevee is one of them popular Pokemon, so all the Eevee cards I have for sale, I lobbed them up together. There you go. Got these 4 cards over here, just like that. But this lot sold for $5 on eBay. We then have a CD. We got Pearl Jam versus or VS CD. Got this for 50 cents, and this sold for $6.88 on eBay. Got another copy over here. Next thing sold is gonna be in the one bin right on top over here. We got this gym DVD, workout DVD. Paid 25 cents, and this sold for $14.99 on eBay. Next, we got something in the one bin. We got this AEW Orange Cassidy action figure. There he is with his glasses. Sold this for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. We then sold something from the G bin. We got a DVD. This time we got Triple X and Triple X State of Union, I believe it's called. From this little logo over here. Got 2-in-1 movies, brand new sealed DVD. Got this for $1 at the thrift store, and this sold for $5 on Facebook Marketplace. Next, we got another CD. There it is. We got this Dead Man's Bones CD. I knew this was worth a little bit of money when I saw the cover, but I paid 50 cents for this, and this sold for $12 on eBay. Next, we got another movie in the G bin. We got this Feet of Flames brand new sealed DVD. I originally got this for 50 cents at the thrift store. No, excuse me, $1 at the thrift store, and this sold for $9.98 on eBay. Next, we got another DVD in the G bin. This bin is starting to empty itself. It's pretty satisfying. We got Alien on DVD. I got an offer of $7, and I simply accepted it on eBay. And this is just paint. Don't worry about my fingers. I'm not turning into an alien. But yeah, sold this for $7 on eBay. Next, we got a trading card, not in the one bin, but in the shoebox over here. This has been emptying itself pretty quickly lately, which is kind of satisfying. We got this Conor McGregor card. Got this for $1 at a garage sale a couple of years ago, and it just sold for $5.25 on eBay. Nothing crazy. And next thing sold is gonna be in the kitchen, actually. Stuff hitting everywhere over here. It's in the back. But here's where I keep like the mugs and all the fragile stuff, because if I put this stuff in bins, it might get broken, and I had nothing to put in this little cabinet, so I thought it would be a good place to hide some stuff. But finally sold this cat, Happy Cat, 1997 wine bottle. Pretty sure it's a wine bottle. Yeah, white wine. For some reason, people are collecting these. There's a couple of different colors, and I got this like 2 years ago at the thrift store for, I believe, $2. And this finally sold on eBay for $7, I'm pretty sure. Or I don't know, the price is gonna be on the screen. And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna buy another one if I ever see this again at the thrift store, because yes, it did sell, but it took forever to sell. So I would not recommend getting this in a thrift store if you want to resell it. We then sold this Nerf shotgun toy. Had this for a really long time in my inventory. Glad this sold. Paid a couple of dollars for this, and this sold for $8.99 on eBay. Nothing too major profit-wise, but this is a lesson learned that I'm probably not going to get any Nerf guns anytime soon at the thrift store. Next, we got a CD from the C-Bin. We got this Pearl Jam single CD of the single Alive. This is actually pretty cool. We rarely see singles on CDs. It's usually just full albums. But here we have it, Pearl Jam's Alive single on CD. Paid a good 50 cents for this at the thrift store, and this sold for $9.98 on eBay. Next, we got a book. We got the Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. Looks like a pretty interesting book, but never had the time to read this, so I listed it on eBay, and it finally sold for $16.25, I believe. The price will be on the screen, and I only paid $1 or $2 for this, so decent little flip right here. Then finally we sold this coat hanger. This was taking a lot of room in that bin, and I've had this for a while, and I wasn't sure if this was gonna sell or not because I've never really sold anything like this before, but it was so cheap at the thrift store that I was like, why not try it? And it finally sold for, I've had this for like almost a year now, probably even more, but finally sold. Even at the thrift store when I bought this, there were more than one, and I was about to buy them all, but I didn't know if it was going to sell or not quickly, so thank God I only bought one. I don't think I'm going to buy any of these anytime soon because, like I said, it takes a while to sell. But yeah, basically it's like a coat hanger you put behind your car seat. Yeah, not something that's really popular, but I paid, I believe, $3 to $4 for this, and this sold for $19.99 on eBay.